Welcome to Viking basketball with Tyler Geving, and it's the time of the year that coaches get excited about. Not Christmas. Christmas just ended. It's conference play, and in the Big Sky Conference, that means everything. Portland State starting its non-conference season 7-4, a great start, best start since 2010. But the Vikings now going to conference play, and that's where things get really exciting. Coach, we'll start with a few numbers, and then we'll move on and talk a little bit about the team. Everybody knows the Vikings are scoring a lot of points, nearly 90 points a game, shooting over 50% from the field. But I think as a coach, I know the numbers you like. It's the turnover margin, plus 4.5, and the assist total.
The assist total is something that we're definitely proud of. I mean, the other night, 20 assists in the first half, no turnovers, and I think we led the league in assists last year. We're leading the league in assists. I think we're top 10 in the nation in that. So I think that's brings in good chemistry for your team when guys are willing to share it, make an easy play for each other, and then we're not turning the ball over also. So I think anytime you're sharing the ball, not turning it over, you're getting more shots, and obviously we're taking high percentage shots. We're shooting 50%. So obviously we need to continue to do that in league play.
And I think from my perspective, one thing I'm seeing as we head into conference play that we didn't see last year until later in the season, and I think that's that guys have already kind of found their roles. I mean, you've got Kalen Robinson doing a great job handling the ball and scoring. You've got Zach Gengler playing the good defense, shooting it well. Bryce Kanda has stepped in and done a little bit of everything. Traylon Ferris in the post has played well. Deshaun Parsons, a guy who gets up and down the court, and he's given you a little bit of everything. Those are just a few examples. Would you agree that the roles have gotten fairly defined already?
They have. I think that's, more than anything, it took us forever last year. And I think, the last 7 games of the season, we finally kind of got it going, and we're 5-2. And I think it's just kind of carried over into this year as we found everyone's role a little bit sooner. Everybody kind of knows what to expect out of each other. We're a little bit, like I said, go back to the word chemistry. Our chemistry's a lot better. I think when you know you're going to play, you're not going to come out after a mistake here or there, where last year I was probably quick to pull some guys early, and guys just weren't stepping up as much as probably they are this year. So now guys go out there, we're kind of playing free, we're playing loose, and I think it kind of shows in the offensive numbers that we're doing. But I think it's just kind of nice going into league play, not searching for answers.
And I think probably the best role of all is scorer, and you got a lot of those. So I think everybody's pretty happy. Everybody's getting shots. Everybody is scoring points. It's got to make the Vikings hard to defend.
Well, it is. I think we got 6 or 7 guys close to double figures right now, and that's also goes back to guys are willing to share the basketball. It isn't 1 or 2 guys that we need to come out. Kalen's got to get 20 tonight, or Traylon's got to get 20, or we can't win. It's somebody has an off night, somebody else has been stepping up, and when you got 7 different weapons out there that you can go to, I think you become hard to guard. And as long as we just keep buying into sharing the basketball and playing for each other and getting out and running in transition, our defense, we create a lot of steals. Our rebounding's improved over the last couple of weeks. So if we can continue to do that, then we're able to get out and go and transition a little bit more, and allows for us to get some easy buckets.
And now the Vikings get to play at home. They played 7 of 11 on the road in non-conference play, which makes that 7-4 record all the more impressive. You have to be happy to open with 3 Big Sky Conference games at home.
Well, I wish we were in school and there was a few more people here, but being at home's nice. I mean, that was, I thought it was a tough non-league schedule. Division I wise, we had 1 Division I game at home and 7 on the road. So to go 3-4 in those games against, quality opponents, obviously pleased with that. So I think it kind of hopefully gives us a little confidence as we go into league play that we're, know that we can win on the road at some tough environments. But you're right, there's nothing like being at home and sleeping in your own bed and shooting on your own basket. So, for us, I think it's important that we get off to a quick start in league play. It's set up for us with 3 home games. That doesn't mean you're necessarily going to win them just because you're at home, but I'd rather be at home than starting on the road. So it's a good opportunity for us, but we need to take advantage of it.
Okay, we'll talk about Thursday night. The Vikings host North Dakota, 7 p.m. here at the Stotts Center. And North Dakota had a good year last year, and a team picked to be near the top of the conference again this year. But the first guy you look at, a guy who gave the Vikings a lot of trouble last year, Quentin Hooker, had 38 points against Portland State. he's going to be your number one challenge Thursday night.
Yeah, they're good. I'm going to put the pressure on them. I picked them number one, and everybody else out there can hear me say that. But I think North Dakota is really good. I think they got, like you said, I was starting with Quentin Hooker. He had 38 on us last year. He's always had good games against us. He's a talented guard. They got all 5 starters back. They're well coached. I mean, you got to prepare for them. They're doing a great job on the defensive end, and they're a scary team in transition. So, I mean, I don't really see any weaknesses with their team. I mean, they got kind of every piece. They got a good, point guard. They got guys that can shoot it. They got a good inside game. They're good in transition. So I really like what they're doing and what Coach Jones has done at North Dakota. So, right out of the gate, it's going to be a challenge for us.
And then on Saturday, the Vikings play an afternoon game, 2 o'clock. So you can still make it to that New Year's Eve party because it's an afternoon game Saturday, 2 o'clock, Northern Colorado. And a little bit of an unknown with Northern Colorado, new coach, Jeff Linder, a lot of new players, but they've had some success in the preseason.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit on them early this last week, and they're talented, and he's doing a great job with them. They're got a good plan on the offensive end. They run a lot of different sets. They're hard to guard. Just kind of watching them on video, you got to be ready for a lot of different things. So, I think anytime there's a new coach, there's a new excitement in the program, and he's got them playing well. So that's going to be a difficult game on Saturday in the afternoon. But we're looking forward to it, and they're 2 really good teams. And I think just anytime you get into league play, it's everyone's good. Everyone knows each other, what they like to do and tendencies. So we got a big challenge ahead of us.
Okay, last question. I think you're fairly satisfied with what happened in non-conference play. What's going to be the key for this team to get through conference play in a good position heading into the Big Sky tournament?
Well, I think part of it, we've rebounded the ball better the last couple weeks, and I think that's one thing that we need to do. That's always something that we've been kind of concerned about all year. So we've got to continue to do that. We've got to continue to get a little bit better on the defensive end. Teams are shooting still too high of a percentage against us. We just, it's 3 or 4 possessions in a game. It's not much. So we've got to clean that up a little bit. And then from an offensive standpoint, we've just got to continue to do what we're doing. Share the ball. Don't get caught up in who's getting the points, and let our transition game get us some easy baskets. And if we can kind of just stick together, then I think that we're going to give ourselves a chance in March.
All right, there it is. The Vikings home this week. Big Sky Conference play begins Thursday night. Portland State hosts North Dakota. Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m., Northern Colorado. And then a week from Saturday, Sacramento State. So 3 straight at home for Portland State as they try to get off to a good start in the Big Sky Conference. Get all your information on Viking basketball at GoVikes.com.